To understand this gospel, we must add one definition: leaven. Leaven is a pervasive influence that modifies something or transforms it. So when Jesus says to the disciples, "Guard against the leaven of the Pharisees and the leaven of Herod," he is saying, keep yourselves away from these people. Don't allow their words or actions to persuade you. Don't become one of their followers, for they are no good. The disciples seem to be deliberately obtuse, taking the baking definition of leaven as to use no device to raise the bread, using no type of leavening agent, no raising agent. They didn't have baking soda as we have it now. They had a type of yeast, but it isn't like our yeast. And they leavened differently than we do now. That is why so often they used unleavened bread. Oh, am I getting ears? And they're believing the leaven as part of baking, it was due to their lack of bread. This upset Jesus, as he thought his disciples had witnessed him twice to do the miracle of splitting up the loaf to feed a multitude, 5,000 once, 4,000 the second time. These two miracles were Eucharistic miracles, as Christ tended to the needs of and fed his large flock that surrounded him out in a distant field, each time with naught but bread and a bit of water. Jesus gave thanks, said the blessing, and broke the bread, and then, as one of the readings said, muttered to himself as the bread was distributed. The bit of fish was also distributed. In both cases, everyone ate their fill and were satisfied. Also in each case, no crumb could be wasted, so baskets of fragments were collected, 12 from the 5,000, 7 from the 4,000. The leaven of Jesus the Christ is far more powerful than that of the Pharisees or of Herod. Though both Pharisees and the Herod could order men around, could order men healed and have them put to death, none of them could create miracles, could drive out demons, or cure the sick. None of the Pharisees or Herod had the freedom of humility and fraternity and charity to rule the hearts of people. None of them used love as their leaven, as Christ does. Praise Jesus for his raising power, for his leaven of love.